Alright everybody, we're hopping into the Trunks showcase here in the Birth of the Shadow Dragons SYN SHENRON event. So we are hopping in here. We got some decent opening rotations. We're really being helped by Gowasu and Zamasu giving their support. So as long as we don't get supered on this rotation, we should be fine defensively. Earlier at lunch today at work, I went ahead and did a run in this event of Trunks, and it went pretty well. So we'll see if we can emulate that again. Now obviously if Trunks gets super attacked in this first phase and SYN is not debuffed, it will definitely do some serious damage to us. So we have to hope that he's going to be supering right here in this next like 2 attacks on these guys. That would be our best chance to survive, or on Gowasu. Obviously, like Trunks, it takes a while to get built up defensively. That's kind of the issue with Trunks here, is that Trunks, like, at the start of the fight is not very good. And even on about turn 5, he's still not very good, but about turn 7 and beyond, he's really going to start hitting his stride and being, like, really solid defensively. So you want to use him in a fight where turn 7 is about where you're in the middle of the fight, okay? A double super here is really good. We should be able to tank this as long as it's a normal. But, if you're going into a fight and it's hitting its stride, like the boss is, being really tough at, like maybe turn 3, 4, or 5, Trunks is not going to be very good in here. And that's what this SYN SHENRON fight is, and most fights in the game, honestly, right now, are fights like that, where about turn 5, you're hitting, like, the peak of the boss. Whereas Trunks is kind of built for more bosses that are peaking around turn, like 6 through 8. That's where Trunks will really be very valuable. So, let's go ahead and do the... I need to float them off, so let's just keep it like this. We will grab that. That'll get them an 18 key. It does give them 20 keys, so they get their additional. That's good. We can grab that right there, and then we can just grab, like, this int key, I guess, right here with them. Pretty good. But yeah, if I had to describe this Trunks, let me go ahead. I have this funny drawing, okay, from, I was doing something. Okay, we drew this very good thing that I drew. This is a battery, we got a flashlight, listen, it was a whole thing. I might release that as a blooper reel from another video that I was trying to record. It may or may not have been this one, but we had some technical difficulties in it, so I was unable to finish it, but yeah, possibly. Ooh, dodge there is really good. So, I mean, maybe that happened, maybe it didn't. You guys may or may not ever find out what was going on before this. This may not be my first attempt recording this. I don't know. You guys tell me. But it didn't, like... We just got some really bad... I'll tell you. It's like, this is my second attempt trying to record this video. We got some really bad RNG just several turns in a row of, like, TEQ Vegito Blue getting supered and not dodging, or, like, Vegeta and Trunks starting out on turn 6 and Trunks starting out in slot 7. It's like, it was just, like, bad luck on top of bad luck on top of bad luck. And right now, luckily, the, Birth of the Shadow Dragons event is infinite attempts, so I was just hopping in here over and over and over trying to, get a good run out of it, and so eventually I just started drawing in MS Paint until we got, like, a good rotation, and so that's what was going on, and that's why I had that huge drawing there, and it just became more elaborate and more elaborate. I was, like, Bob Rossing my way through it, but here we are. We don't have to do that anymore. We can go ahead and float Bulma off. We will get her support up, though, before she leaves. Let's go ahead and grab this. One nice thing about Trunks, too, by the way, while we have this nice grouping of TEQ key spheres, I can talk about this. Trunks' defense is only 429k right now, but as he goes throughout the fight, he's going to be building up more and more defense, and so while he doesn't have, like, healing built into his kit directly, if you can get him around some TEQ orbs, this guy can really benefit you by getting some healing for your other... Well, for you. I was going to say for you and your other units, but it's just for your team. So, like, you start getting this guy up to, 700k defense on about turn 6 or 7, and his defense, or his healing will really start to skyrocket as well. Okay, guys, please dodge. That's the friend, though. The friend is probably built offensively, no extra dodge in their kit. Ooh, needed to take a drink. I've been running my mouth for about 30 minutes. So this is going to go up on Saturday. My plan for Saturday is to get this video out, I think the Broly video out, and maybe the core or the Rose fight. I have the Rose fight recorded for AGL Zamasu, and that went really well. But I'm thinking I might need all 5 attempts for Trunks. So that one may not come out until Sunday, because listen, Trunks is not built for that fight. I was mentioning it earlier, and we were discussing it, but Trunks, like I said, is built for events that are going to be hitting their stride on turn 7. That is not Rose. Rose, you need to be good immediately. I mean, even units like Vegeta and Trunks can struggle in there, so... Whereas, like, a unit like the Goku and Vegeta, who, usually are not really good in... Like, the Goku and Vegeta are actually kind of interesting because they're kind of the reverse of the TEQ Trunks. TEQ Trunks is hitting his stride on, like, turns 5 and 7, whereas the Vegito, it can be a little bit tricky on turn 5. Now, turn 7, they are fusing, as long as you're on a team like this. But still, it's just... Do you guys get what I mean? Like, this unit can kind of be a little bit, on turn 7? Or, well, I guess on, like, turn 5 and 6, depending on if you can fuse with them. Maybe turn 7 if they started out in slot 7. But overall, I mean, they're going to be fine. So, let's go ahead and do this. We'll do that. We'll save these tech orbs for next turn in case we take a lot of damage here. Like I said, Trunks can be pretty good at healing you. I didn't see how many super attacks we got last turn. One thing I do want to talk about with Trunks, and I'm going to pull up MS Paint for this, okay? And we're gonna pull open my handy dandy graph, okay? We're right here. This, oh, that's like a dotted line. That's not what I want. I want this. Here we go. All right, so we have this nice little graph here, okay? Ignore my poor, like, mouse skills, okay? I have very shaky hands. So we've got this graph, right? And this is going to be, like, Trunks' defense. We got, like, Trunks... defense. Okay, so the way Trunks works, right, is that, he gets his stacks for 3 turns, okay? We in his base form, he gets those, turns 1 through 3, he has those stacks because they stay up for 3 turns. So, essentially, like, right, on turn 1, his defense is going to go up to here. Whenever he goes into Super Saiyan, it's going to kick up a little bit because his start of turn stats go up a little bit. And then whenever he gets stacks, it's going to go up even more, right? So it's going to go up to here. Now, that next turn, these stacks are going to go away. So the stacks that you got, like, right here in turn 1, before he went into Super Saiyan, like right here, those are going to go away. So, like, in theory, it's going to drop down. So depending on how many stacks you do, on, like, that next rotation as a Super Saiyan, it could, like, your defense, instead of going, like, up to here, it could actually just stay, like, flat across with, like, a slight increase because of your start of turn stats going up. Or it could go up to, like, here. Something like that. Like, there's a range of levels that Trunks' defense can go up to. That's kind of like a branching path, depending on how many super attacks you get as your second turn in Super Saiyan. I did not see how many we got, but judging by him being at 468k defense, I'm going to imagine that we're kind of on this flat line defense right here. I assume we just got however many stacks we got in base. So our defense really didn't go up. The only defense that we got here, because our stacks went away, was the increase in our start of turn kit. So essentially what happens with Trunks' defense is that it can go like this, right? Like, it can do this shape, or it can kind of go like this, or it can go like this. Depending on, like, just what happens on your second turn, or I'm sorry, whatever happens on your first turn as a Super Saiyan, that will determine, like, which path you're on with Trunks. And you really don't want to be on this path. This is worst case scenario because you're taking a step back and then you have to build back up. This one is fine. I think this is the one where we're on, where essentially his first turn as Super Saiyan didn't really do anything for us. We're essentially just on the same level as we were. It's hard to portray this, but this is a slight increase because our start of turn stats went up because of the 25% that he's building up at the start of turn. But overall, we're essentially in the same place we were prior, like, on that, like, last turn. So that's kind of what's going on here. And you can see, again, 468k defense is not the best in the world. But it should be good enough to tank this AGL SYN. So, again, I just wanted to kind of show this, that these are kind of the paths that you can go on with Trunks' defense. So, this one right here is getting less super attacks on your second turn than you got on your first turn. This one is getting the same number of super attacks as you got on your first turn. And this is getting more super attacks than you got on your first turn. So, just want to kind of portray that to you guys, that is kind of the issue with Trunks, is his base form, they decided did not need infinite stacking. They decided that, 3 turns was good enough, and it just leads to situations like you see there in the little tiny graphs that I drew. So hopefully for you visual learners out there, that was a good exercise. For those of you who clicked off the video at that point, sorry, I'll do better. All right, so here we go. We can float off Bulma. I think we can get active skill shenanigans potentially. Now, this unit does not have their dodge, so we're going to have to be careful with them. Can we use the Vegito Blue active skill? We cannot. But we can still sit him in slot 1, and he should be fine. What do I want to do? Actually, let's put Bulma in slot 1. We can get her support. That's good. I'm thinking about doing this. That way I can give him all of these tech orbs. No, let's save those for Trunks. Let's save those. Okay, so let's grab these with AGL VB, and then we'll put Tech VB. Now, keep in mind, Tech VB is not going to have his dodge chance against this first normal, but because we have Bulma's support up, and he did get supers last turn, he should be able to tank it, and we, have most of his links active here as well, so he should be able to tank the normal. And then he'll have the 70% chance to dodge after he attacks. Nice! Very good by Bulma dodging that. That would have done serious damage to us. Bulma has not been on rotation very many times, so her defense right now is not very good. Finally, we're getting a nice lucky run here, Things are going our way. Trunks has looked okay, I think. I don't know, I haven't really been paying attention. You guys let me know if Trunks has looked okay. Somebody is just going to go in the comments and type mid, though, so, what do I do with that information? I do think Trunks is being downplayed just because, content is not centered around him right now. It's it's not even that he needs a long event, it's just that he needs an event that's not, ending on turn 5. That's really what Trunks needs right now. And we'll see how he does across all these red zone fights and everything. Clearly, he's not going to do well in the Cell and the Rose red zone fights, and we can just get that out of the way now. He's not going to be good for those fights. He's not built for those fights, which is okay. But in the fights that he's built for, which honestly he's doing okay in this SYN fight, it's going to be a bit of a struggle for him in this fight just at the beginning because it's, an int phase and he's a tech unit. So, that can be tricky, of course, right? But after you get past that, you have the nice AGL phase where he's pretty safe, and then you get to here, and by the time you get to this point, I mean, it's turn 7, so he should be in a decent spot defensively. So I'm expecting great things from Trunks here on this next rotation. Will this guy be under 50% HP? It depends on what Vegito Blue does here. He could... Is he going to triple super? Isn't that what happens here? We were at 24 key, weren't we? Oh, goodness. What are we about to do? Vegito Blue. Listen, it's not your video, buddy. All right, there we go. He does have the 70% dodge chance, but SYN already supered on this rotation, so that's good. Most likely, SYN is probably going to super at the start of this next turn. Let's go ahead and pop Vegeta and Trunks' active skill, just because we could... I mean, look, he's at 842k defense. Keep in mind, we do have a ton of support here from Gowasu and Zamasu, but I mean, that's still good, right? Let's go ahead and pop this. That's going to boost their defense up even more. And I don't see this as, cheap or artificial or, boosting Trunks' stats unnaturally. That's just a strategic use of their active skill, if you ask me. So, we could put Trunks in slot 1 and see how he does, but we need them to guard, so we're going to keep them here. Let us grab this, and then we'll grab the tech key. The tech key should heal us up basically to full, or close to it. I mean, we're at 1,000,000 defense, right? So, yeah, there we go. And then let's hope that Gowasu and Zamasu are in a dodging mood for us here. And a little bit more healing. Nice. We're at a nice 90k HP. We just need Gowasu and Zamasu to be, kind to us. Double digits. Of course, he's at 1,000,000 defense. Okay, guys, listen. They have a 50% chance to dodge and a full dodge build. Listen, all I want to see is Trunks get an attack. Okay, guys, if you can just survive a little bit until Trunks can get an attack off, and then I will be satisfied. I don't know if we're actually going to get the win here, but if we can just get Trunks an attack, honestly, if we saw Trunks tank a super attack, that would be pretty good. But we got to get through 2 AoEs here, so come on. There's double digits. Dodge, dodge, dodge. What? What? No, you rat bastards. All right, one more time. We will hop in, and I'll just cut to the SYN phase, and we'll see how they do. All right, everybody, we're back here against the physical SYN phase, and this is probably, no matter what, going to be the last attempt that I do here. I have legit been sitting here for 2 hours trying to get back to this phase, and I have not even gotten to Tech Trunks against SYN, because usually, most of the time, I was going into the SYN phase with, this rat bastard on rotation, and either he or Tech Vegito Blue was dying to the AoEs, and I couldn't get back to Trunks. This is our first rotation back here with Trunks, and I was like, oh boy, we'll get defused, because look at our HP. Guess what our HP is, guys? You want to do the math real quick, or should I do, 499, 356 divided by 333, 556? Wait, why can't we... Oh, because this one was in slot 7, probably, right? Or turn 2. They still have their guard. Oh, they were in turn 2, so they can't fuse until turn 6. So at least they do still have their guard up. Okay, well, anyway, We are below 70% HP. Okay, that's actually good. Okay. Glad I checked. We're going to go ahead and pop this. Of course. We need the boost. We need the defense boost. You haven't done it yet, Vegeta. Let's calm down a little bit here. All right. We should be fine, I think. We'll find out here. Okay, let's grab that. I don't really want to heal. I mean, I would like to heal, but let's heal. I mean, we'll probably take enough damage anyway. And then we'll just do this. And, I mean, this may be the last rotation of the video. If so, I apologize. Listen, you know, I tried. It was not Trunks' fault. Trunks was actually not getting me killed here. It was not on him, like, at all. It was literally just, like, TEQ VB and the new, you know, blue fusion unit. I could not get them to fuse. I just get here, it's turn 5, and I'm at, like, 72% HP. Or, you know, oh, I got them in slot 7, it's turn 5, oh, can't fuse with them yet. And it's like, it's like, what do I do? What do I do? You know, so. Anyway, here we are. Or I guess on turn 5 I would be able to, they would still have their guard, but usually it was like the other one, you know, the other one's on rotation or something, and one time Bulma got me killed, I was really close to surviving, and then she took a super attack for 250k, and I had like 240k HP or something, and it's just like, I have had the worst luck. Like, I don't think I've ever had worse. Again, it's not Trunks. Trunks has actually been fine. Like, he is not the issue. Ooh, that's really good. Okay, listen, the luck is turning, the luck is turning. But it's like, overall, I've had, like, fine. Like, Trunks has been fine. It's just been, like, all of these other units around him. Like, we're going to go to this next turn, and I don't think we're going to survive. We have TEQ VB. I think he's built up a little bit. We have the AGL VB. If we can fuse with him, then we'll be fine. Look at Trunks! Trunks is fine. If we can make it back to this next rotation to see his defense, I mean, he's going to be at like 750k or something. He's going to look great. But right now, it's just like, what do I do? You know, we got to make it back to this rotation somehow. And this unit should still have their guard, so they're not going to take any damage here. I mean, it's like, Trunks and Vegeta dodging that super attack actually probably hurt us. That, like, honestly, that probably hurt us. Me getting those tech orbs and healing, that hurt us. Because this 5th anniversary, or not 5th anniversary, I keep wanting to call them 5th anniversary, but this worldwide download celebration, Blue Goku and Vegeta, just, like they make you play very risky, and I don't like that, so, we're not going to be able to fuse on this next turn, because we're at, like, 82% HP or something, so we can't fuse here, and yeah, and I think we're just dead. I mean, he has decent, okay-ish defense, but we have to survive, what? 1, 2 AoEs, potentially? Depending on where I put this unit. I mean, I could put them in slot 1, and I mean, we could try it, but... Oh, let's do this. Let's put them in slot 1. It is mine. They do have the dodge chance, so that's good. Let's grab all of these. Vegito Blue, listen, I'm going to tell you right now. Unless we can get Bulma's support, he's going to take, like... Oh, I don't know, like 200 something K. Okay, we can get Bulma's support. Okay. His defense is going to go up. He might be able to take double digits from at least the AoEs. Best case scenario here, he is either supering Bulma or here. And here we have to dodge. Here Bulma can tank it. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we get back over to the other rotation. We have Bulma support, their defense, 50k still. Come on, guys. You got to dodge. 144 from him. Dude, this is terrible. 40 from Bulma, dodge. And then, yep, that's what happens every single time! Sorry, listen, I'm really upset by that unit, okay? That's going to be the end of the video, because if I try to record another Trunks showcase in here, I'm going to go insane. Trunks looked great. Trunks, you know, was taking double digits. He looked really good. But if you can't fuse whenever that unit loses guard, they suck. They suck. They suck if you cannot fuse. So anyway, you know, we had the good dodge chance there. Again, I'm going to get really angry if I keep recording. So I'm going to stop. We're going to do Zamasu, and Zamasu is going to spark joy in my life, and we're going to get it done in one try, and it's going to be great. Thank you guys for sticking through to the end. I'm sorry I had a small outburst. I'm very, very irate at that blue fusion unit, you know, so. I mean, that was our best chance to survive. I could have put Bulma in slot 1, I guess, but they would have taken, like, I don't know, 100-something K per AoE, and there were too many AoEs, so. I'm done. We might do a rematch video, maybe on Vegeta and Trunks' team, whenever I'm in a better headspace, but for now, we're just going to have to let it be. Thank you guys, again, so much for watching. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. I really appreciate all of you. Again, Trunks looked great. Trunks looked better than the leader unit. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Oh, hey everybody. I was going to do a normal intro because it's been several hours. Several hours since I did the initial showcase in this fight. Yeah, so I've been trying... so where we left off, right? I was in a very bad mood, and I'm starting to get there again. I'm still trying to show Trunks against this physical sin because I feel like just the footage that I have isn't good. Like it's okay, but we can do better. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And we have a pretty good setup here. I'm gonna go ahead and just use this. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna turn on the skips. Okay, just making sure. We're gonna use that. Hopefully you guys don't mind. We're gonna fuse with this guy. Okay, again, just doing a whole setup here. Okay. We could use the active skill. I'm gonna save it just in case we need it for next turn. Let me grab this. Okay, we'll do that. God Goku, he doesn't really need the 6 orbs on this turn, but we'll give it to him. And then we don't want to heal too much with the androids here, so let's just grab, like, we're not going to heal at all, so let's just grab that. Anyway, let me explain what's happening here. Okay, so it's now 1:17 a.m. I started recording the Trunks Showcase sometime around 9 p.m. And I have been getting the worst luck I have ever experienced in this game, in this event. Characters that dodge just weren't dodging. HP was never where it needed to be. I mean, just, like, horrendously bad luck. I mean, it's impossible. I could not have recorded that much footage and saved it. Like, my Elgato crapped out. I had to go, like, put it in the freezer for an hour, okay? Like, I've been playing just... It's been terrible. But I think we finally found a team set up, and, like, we've had RNG go our way. I decided to bring the TEQ androids and God Goku because I needed units that weren't going to fail me. Like, Gowasu, so many times I would just be like, alright, if Gowasu dodges 1 AoE, we can make it to the next turn, we can show Trunks, and it'll be great. I've had some good footage of Trunks in this event. I've had him, like, on his first turn against Physical Sin at 1,000,000 defense. I've had him on his first turn against Physical Sin with, like, 900k defense. I mean, it's been really good. And we finally have this right here. So we have Bulma's active skill here, which is going to give us a huge buff. What is, Trunks is at 630k defense. We also have the Father-Son Gallic Gun. So what we're going to do is we're going to use... Bulma, no, we can't. We have to save Bulma's active skill for we have to use her second. So let's go ahead and use Vegeta and Trunks's. We're gonna pop this. So let's do that. That's gonna skip it. Okay, so now we have that defense buff. Very good. Okay, they should be able to sit comfortably in slot 1. Just right here. We're also gonna have Bulma's support up, so you know all will be well. So let's go ahead and grab those. Now we have to use Bulma's active skill. No, well, we can use his. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what we do here. Let's use his. Okay, so we got Sword of Hope Trunks now. Now his defense is going to drop down a little bit here. Yeah, to 234k. Okay, well, we haven't gotten orbs yet. Right. Okay, so we could grab all of these orbs with Trunks, but no, we want the full field. So let's go ahead and use Bulma's active skill. Alright, here we go. So now Vegeta and Trunks should be good here in slot 1. They're still a little low on defense. It'll go up, though, after they, lock the turn in. We're going to grab all of these orbs with Trunks. And then we can't get Bulma's support. Because, of course, we can't. But Trunks is fine. Vegeta and Trunks should be good. And I don't think Bulma will get us killed. So let's go. Let's see what happens here. Alright, they're fully built up. Again, we do have some support. Oh, okay, he's just not supering. That's fine. All right. All is well. All is well. Whew, we're finally we're gonna see Trunks, guys. We're gonna do it. We're doing it. Here it is. Like, it's happening. It's happening on the screen. We're gonna see him. Guys, this is ridiculous. The amount of hoops I've had to jump through. So much of it is that Blue Goku and Vegeta. That unit is just like the worst for this event. I do not recommend bringing them here at all. I don't know why 3 hours ago I didn't just switch to a Vegeta and Trunks team. I think it's just so I can bring Bulma on the team and we can do these shenanigans here. That's like my only reason that I have not like switched her off the team. Here we go. 41 million attack stat. This is a guaranteed crit, by the way, so this is going to do a little bit of damage. Yeah, pretty good. Go ahead and super me. I mean, I think it would kill us, but, you know, go ahead. You know, that's the mood I'm in. Guys, we finally did it. You do... I wish you could understand how long I've been sitting here at my computer, just, like, watching Gowasu and the Blue Goku and Vegeta die over and over and over and over. But here it is. Here it is. We can finally win. Just play it. Get the KO. No, how many active skills we got to play to get the KO? I'll play them all, you know. All right, perfect. Here we go. All right, beautiful. We're gonna let Vegito play us out here, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. This has been a gauntlet. I wish I had all like 4 hours of footage here, but I don't. We just have this. We have this 6-7 minute clip that we're tacking onto the end where we finally saw Trunks look really impressive against this guy. Wow. I mean, it wasn't even Trunks' fault. Trunks looked good in all of my clips. You guys aren't going to get to see them all, sadly. I mean, maybe one day I'll release, like, a blooper reel of, like, some of the saved clips I have, because I don't have all of them. I only have a few. Some of them I just, like, deleted immediately because I was so angry. But, you know, I have quite a few failed runs in here. Maybe I'll release it as a blooper reel at the end of the celebration. We'll see. Because I don't really want to go too far down the path of slandering this unit right now. You know... It's just very unfortunate what happened to me tonight, so let's just play this and get this over with, guys.